So Black Panther just opened with a lot of mixed reviews. Some people saying they loved the movie. Some people saying the movie fell short. Look, I'm going to tell y'all the truth on what my experience was when I watched this film. First, I want to say they did a beautiful job memorializing Chadwick Boseman. And as y'all can see, I have my Black Panther t-shirt on right now. Chadwick Boseman will forever be in my heart. And in my opinion, Black Panther lives forever. Off the gate, I got to say this. Angela Bassett's character was my favorite, was one of my favorite characters in this movie. That woman, Angela Bassett, listen, she deserves a round of applause for how she held it down as the queen mother of Wakanda, and boy, she did her thing. My second favorite character in the movie was Okoye. Woo, man. I love the fact that she didn't have any superpower, but she was still the strongest character there, if you know what I'm talking about. And of course, everybody is saying M'Baku stole the show. M'Baku didn't talk much in the movie, but when he did, M'Baku had some of the most memorable lines, most memorable moments, and the most epic moments in the movie. Shuri did such a good job, y'all, of embodying what we've all been feeling since we lost Chadwick Boseman, and just the confusion and the anger and the frustration. Just an overall good character. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna say this early in the game before I get into the things that I don't like. What I can definitely say is I was surprised at how much I love Shuri wearing the Black Panther mantle. She didn't try to be too much like Chadwick. She kind of did her own thing with it, but it was still her. It was still like an extension of the little sister that we saw in the first Black Panther movie, but forced to be mature because now the weight of the kingdom is on her shoulders. And man, one thing, and I don't know if anybody else saw this, but I'm going to tell y'all one thing that I recognized. Something that this movie secretly represents for me is something that as Black people we really deal with in real life. We lost our king in Black Panther. Wakanda lost their leader and the father of the nation of Wakanda. And I can't help but recognize how that's so relatable to us as Black people. Because throughout history, why do we always lose our leaders? You know, we had Nipsey Hussle. He was taken from us. We had Martin Luther King. He inspired us. And I'm in no way, shape, or form comparing Chadwick Boseman to Martin Luther King. I'm just talking about people who I grew up looking up to. People who I grew up inspired by. I mean, y'all got to understand, T'Challa, for me, when I saw that man on camera on Captain America Civil War, just the spirit on that black man, the essence on T'Challa, on Chadwick Boseman, when he turned around, I said, whoa, I felt that in my spirit, y'all. That black man turned around on camera and I said, oh, it's up now. Oh, we got us another one, baby. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When T'Challa walked in the room, I'm talking about the way that man walked. The way that man talked, the way that he was able to be aggressive, strong, but still low and peaceful at the same time. That was something to admire and to behold. And then he was taken from us. And I feel like it's relatable on a level that some people may not understand, but how many of our brothers and our families were taken from us to the prison? How many of our loved ones was taken from us from the streets? I felt this same way when we lost Nipsey. I said, soon as we get somebody to look up to. When I was a kid and I found out and I learned history about Martin Luther King, I said, how come every time we get somebody, we lose them? And so what a hidden message that to me was layered within Wakanda Forever was the fact that historically, and I'm talking even back to slavery, y'all, even back to colonization, whenever our black kings, our leaders, our fathers, the strength of the family falls, we seeing right now why black women are so strong. Because when the father falls, the family has to lean on the mother. And let's be real, how many of our black families are here today because the mothers had to stand up when we lost our men? It was something for me that was chilling to recognize. And I want to say right now, salute to all the women who lost their kings and had to bear the burden of the family and the kingdom and rise to the occasion to be the strong women that you had to be when you didn't even ask for that crown. But you became a queen anyways. And that's what that movie represents to me, y'all. That's what I could see as I watched the beautiful imagery that Ryan Coogler put and wrote on that screen. The fact that as a black community, we constantly go through this cycle of losing our kings, especially on the week after we just lost Takeoff. Another black king who we loved, who another family has to move on without a brother, a prince. I pray that more of our kings rise. More of our men lives are not taken for granted, and that we as black men stand behind our women and support them and take the weight off of their shoulders because they've been carrying it for a long time. And I believe that more black kings are rising right now. I believe that more fathers are rising to the occasion than we've ever seen before. This is why I believe T'Challa has to be recast. Because the actor, Chadwick Boseman, we lost him, but the character should never die because of what T'Challa represents. We need fathers of our nations to be present because the burden always falls on our queens. And a queen needs a king. And a king needs a queen. We can't have one or the other. We got to stop the separation of the strong black woman versus the strong black man. We all strong together. Shuri, she did her thing. She did her thing as a Black Panther. But I'm going to be real with you. We going to have to recast T'Challa. I'm going to put it to you like this. If we have to live in a world where Robin and Batgirl got to figure out how to move on without Batman, just go ahead and wrap this story. Because they done had 24 Batmen and we could only have one Black Panther. We done have 4 or 5 Supermen, but only one Black Panther. As soon as we get one great black king and he dies off, all right, that's it, y'all. That's it. That's it for you. Come on now. That don't make no type of sense. We done had 3 or 4 Spider-Mans and only one Black Panther. We can't be like that, y'all. That's stuff like that holds us back. And as the family of Chadwick Boseman said, his brother said, Chadwick Boseman would not want the Black Panther to die with him. We lost Chadwick, but T'Challa must live on. Anyone who's been following the Marvel universe, this has been the weakest phase of Marvel movies we've ever seen. You know, Thor: Love and Thunder didn't hit for me. Shang-Chi, okay, it was just all right. Eternals, not at all. One of the worst Marvel movies to date that everyone's saying. Doctor Strange, hit or miss. And I'm not even looking forward to the new Ant-Man, if you're being honest. I would say that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the best movie. This is the best they've done in a long time. They're either going to have to somehow use the multiverse to give us a new T'Challa, or they're going to have to wrap this up. DC would never. The DC universe, they'll give you another Batman in a heartbeat. They'll give you another Superman in a heartbeat. If we got to continue the next Batman movie with just Robin, it's already over with. Chadwick Boseman was our real life embodiment, but T'Challa must live on. We got to stop taking our powerful black men from the culture and giving our young boys nothing to look up to. Because as much as we love our mothers, a man becomes a man watching another powerful black man. Salute to the entire cast of Marvel's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. They did their thing. Anything that's wrong with the movie, not even their fault, is really in the writing. It's not in the actor's fault. Shuri did her thing. Riri did her thing. Okoye did her thing. I think I forgot somebody. Lupita Nyong'o did her thing. I pray that we can continue to have our kings rise together with our queens. Before I end this, I gotta say thank you to Shuri for representing, and thank you to Chadwick Boseman for showing us all how to be a young king.
Wakanda!